Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the All-American Dynasty here on College Football 25. Today could be a little bit of a sleeper, and not like the team that we're playing is going to be sneaky good or anything. Like, it could be a snooze fest. We are playing the one-win Indiana Hoosiers. They're winless in the conference, so their one win came out, obviously out of conference, and they come to the shoe to take on the number 4 ranked Buckeyes. This one could get ugly very quickly. That's at least what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping we don't have to struggle in the fourth quarter to try to beat this Indiana team, because they are just awful. But we've had some crazy things happen in this series before, including a possible heart attack or a potential heart attack that I almost suffered in the last game of this series where we played Iowa and I barely won that game. I don't know how I came back and won it, but I did. So if you missed that one, go back and watch it. And let's take on Indiana. I don't really want to extend this intro very long because this game is probably not going to be very good. Week number 11, Indiana comes to town. Now, we can get all comfy and cozy against Indiana because they're so bad. We've got a meat grinder the last few games of the season. We take on, at the time, the number 6 ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers. I don't know if they'll be number 6 next week when we play them. Then we play the number 2 ranked Oregon Ducks, and then it's the game against number 22 Michigan. So we've got an absolute, just unbelievably tough schedule to end the year, including having to go to Eugene and take down Oregon, who is undefeated. Unbelievable. It's absolutely crazy. We haven't changed anything in recruiting, so let's just get into this game. Let's get it over so that Indiana can go home and we can go home and everybody's all cool. Everybody don't have to worry. I think this is like an 11 o'clock game or something, maybe a noon game. So we don't have to worry too much about like the weather or anything. It should just be an easy, straightforward victory where we win by the first quarter. It is game time here in the shoe. It's sold out, jam-packed even for this not so anticipated matchup between, oh my god, it's our... I'm on Heisen, by the way. The literal first play of the game is a kick return touchdown. This Indiana team is just the worst. They might be one of the worst teams we've ever played on the channel. Oh man, that is crazy. Well, that's a way to start the game. I was gonna say that you can best believe we're gonna have the chew clock turned on for the entire game, but now we'll have to wait until we get the ball back again because we can't turn it on defense. So Skylar Amerson is the quarterback of the Hoosiers at this point in time. Let's see what he's got. Does he have what it takes to beat the Buckeyes? It's not looking good for his defense, that's for sure. We'll see what the offense has got up their sleeve. They're going to start with play action. Jadeveon Clowney bearing down on him. He barely gets it away. You're not going to be able to run away from Clowney. He's got a lot of speed at that pass rushing position. So if you're going to pass it, you're going to have to get it away quickly like they just did right there. And that's my fault. That's my fault as well. Yep. That got way more yards than it needed to. I completely ran by everybody twice. It's one thing to do it once, but doing it twice is just annoying. There's a good tackle. Is that Ben Burkervin? It sure is. Ben Burkervin. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to pick up the production that we lost when A.J. Klein left last year, but Ben Burkervin's been a great linebacker. And we kind of assumed he was going to be because he was great last year when he was in a limited role. Do we bring a blitz here? I think we might. Bring a little Tank Carter blitz. Try to get to the quarterback, Amerson. Oh, he's going to throw it across the middle. I bet he doesn't throw that if I have a guy there, but I brought the blitz. Okay. We learn, we move. Play action again. Clowney's right there, but he gets it away again. This quarterback's got some skill. This quarterback's got a little tiny bit of skill. Hand out to the running back. He's going to get a first down and a lot more after it. Okay. Hakeem Chukwura? Why are the names? Why are the names hard to pronounce? Give me Mr. Johnson or Mr. Jennings. Like, give me last names that I can pronounce. Why are you giving me tough names? I'm not educated that well. 2nd and 11. Come on, Clowney. You've been dominating the pass rush all day. You just can't complete it because he's getting the ball away too quickly. Ben Burkervin was on him. He was on him. And it becomes a 3rd and 6. I'm not going to bring a blitz this time in case they go up the middle. The crowd is super loud, especially this part of the end zone, or this part of the field. That's strip sack. Somebody pick it up, please. It's Ben Burkervin who picked it up. The 2 Indiana offensive linemen just missed it and didn't go after it again. The fumble logic in this game, it makes no sense. It doesn't make sense in any football game of recent ilk. But a strip sack fumble recovery by the Buckeyes is exactly what we needed. Terrence Cody, the senior, stripped it out, and we recover it, and I clicked it too fast before I could press the shoe clock button. So that's my bad. But now that we have the football back, we can just go on cruise control. We can go on cruise control. We don't have to worry about trying to make any plays happen. We already got a 7-point lead. We can win this game 7-0. I don't care. We're not trying to impress anybody. We're probably not going to win Heisman because I've thrown too many interceptions with Joey Harrington. So we don't have to try to pad stats. Let's just do our job. Win this game 7-0 or 14-0, whatever it ends up being. Although I'm really tempted to change this to a verticals and just chuck the ball down the field, see what happens. But we'll go with Big Ricky. Big Ricky. Ricky Williams. Ricky Dubs. Hand off. He's got some room. Ricky to the 39. Okay. Peyton Hillis is 2nd in rushing yards this year. That's kind of cool. You don't really think that he would be leading or he'd be in contention for like top rushing yards because we do run a lot, but he doesn't have like those big 170-yard games or something. He's not like flashy with it. He gets down and dirty, gets 100 yards the tough way. Is how Peyton Hillis runs, or how I run him. So it's kind of a quiet rushing season for him, I guess. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. We've already drained the first quarter clock. Now, Indiana did help us by taking like 2 minutes off, but still. We've already drained the first quarter clock. We have not passed the ball a single time today. And yet, you can see we are on the brink of scoring because I don't think this Indiana defense is very good. Their offense might be better than I gave them credit for. But their defense, I don't think is that good. Hillis up again. Just keep on keeping on, baby. They want me to throw it on 3rd and 4. Have you met Peyton Hillis? You want me to throw it on 3rd and 4? We have Peyton Hillis. Yeah, see, why would you want me to run it on 3rd and 4 when we have a guy that literally runs people into the dirt? Makes no sense. Now, in the 4th quarter or the 3rd quarter, we're probably going to have to replace Peyton because he's going to be too tired with the wear and tear. But at least right now, we're getting his licks in. They want me to go QB draw. When's the last time you saw me call a QB draw? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Ricky Williams into the game. I thought he was going to have more room than that. That's what it looked like, at least. All right. I wonder if I can go this whole game without passing the football. That'd be kind of crazy. And they're going to give me the first down there, thankfully. I wasn't sure they were going to give me that. I thought maybe the knee would be down. Hillis with the handoff again. The D lineman for Indiana was right there. Ooh, fullback dive. Little Patrick Ricard action. I know it says Richard. They wouldn't, for some reason, let me put Ricard. It was apparently foul language or something, so they had to put Richard. But Patrick Ricard doesn't get a lot of touches, but when he does, he scores touchdowns. Because we usually give to him at like the 3 or the 2. And it's another touchdown for the Buckeyes, 14-0. We are cruising for a bruising here And that's a bad kick. Oops. I didn't even mean to kick it. My thumb just accidentally pressed the button. All right, you know what? We got to give Indiana something. All right. Since this game doesn't really have a lot going on, let's talk about College Football 26 because that is right around the corner. This video is going up, what, the week of the 9th or something? So college football comes out like August or July 11th, maybe July, maybe or even earlier with 30 access. And I will have it. I will have the early access stuff. So we will be ready to go when it drops on early access, and I will be pumping out videos as many as possible. We'll probably be doing Road to Glory because they added in high school, obviously. So I want to experience all that. So we'll bring back Road to Glory. I don't know if I'll be just like myself or if I'll pick a character like I did last year with Smooth Jazz. Maybe we pick somebody else like that, or we go, which is me. I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet, but we will be doing a Road to Glory just to test out the new quotations high school recruit or high school portion of Road to Glory. Then we'll obviously be doing our Dynasty like we have with Hawaii, so we will pick a new team. I haven't fully decided yet who I want that team to be, the team. I'm kind of leaning towards, I talked about this in the past, how I kind of want it to be Colorado, because I think they're an interesting team, having just lost their two best players in recent history, in Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter, among others, but those are the two prominent ones. So maybe we do a dynasty on how they rebuild, how they respond after losing their franchise or their program in those two players. Those are the two most prominent players they've had in a long time. So how do they respond to that? Maybe that's the storyline we want to go with, or maybe we go with another team. I'm not sure yet. I have a couple of teams kind of in my mind that I want to do. I kind of want to do maybe like a BYU. I think would be kind of cool because they're kind of underrated in a sense. So maybe a BYU. And then we also get like the Civil War with Utah, or not the Civil War. That's Oregon State. We get the Holy War is what they call it with Utah. So that could be pretty cool. Other teams I was thinking of, maybe we go to the SEC and we rebuild we do a Vanderbilt could be cool as our dynasty team. I don't know. I've got a few teams in mind, but I haven't fully decided yet. Easy interception, Ben Burkervin. Can he outrun the dude? Oh, nope, he can't because the wide receiver's right there. Ben Burkervin read that like a book. But I've got a few teams in mind, and then obviously I've mentioned this before. I want to do more dynasties like Ohio Bobcats. I know we only were able to do the one in 25 with the Bobcats, but I want to do full seasons per video and get through a bunch of different teams. Definitely more teams than just the one. So, and maybe I choose some of the teams that I don't end up choosing as my dynasty team. Maybe some of those teams end up coming back later on as teams that we do in that form, where it's one season per video type of thing. So I've got some big plans for College Football 25 or 26, and then obviously I've got some big plans for Madden 26. Even though it's probably going to be the same game as 25, but obviously we're going to be doing some more rebuilds. We're going to be doing some more challenge videos. Wow, I didn't get in. We're going to be doing more challenge rebuilds where I have a certain restriction or certain thing that I have to follow or do in the challenge or in the rebuild. And then obviously, he was out of the end zone. He went right back in. But then we are obviously going to be doing another franchise like we have with the Bucks right now. And I think that team is going to be the Cleveland Browns. That's kind of where I'm leaning right now, is the Cleveland Browns, because I think they have the most interesting story this season. I know there's some other teams like the Giants would be a cool one to do. The Raiders would be cool with Tom Brady now. Not as the quarterback, obviously, but like in a GM role or an owner role, I guess. But there's a few teams around the league that could be pretty cool to do. But I think I'm leaning towards the Browns. Just because I think they have the most interesting story where they re-signed Myles Garrett for all of this money after he was on record saying that he didn't want to re-sign because he wants to play for a winner. And then they toss millions upon millions of dollars in his face, and he's like, you know what? I'll resign. So I think that could be fun to try to manage the salary cap around his contract See if you can build a team now that you're paying a 30-year-old defensive end. And then you obviously you get the benefit of having two rookies in Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders. It's not like you're paying a quarterback. You're paying Joe Flacco nothing. You're paying him peanuts, and you're paying Kenny Tiny Hands Pickett a train ticket out of there. So you're paying your quarterbacks nothing. The receiving weapons are interesting. The defense is good, but not great. You have Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, who in real life is injured for the season. I think he's got like a back injury or a neck injury, something like that. He's out for the year. But in the game, he's going to be healthy because I'm not going to have pre-existing injuries on. So he's going to be ready to go. So that could be a fun one to have on the team. I do like JOK. I'm a big fan of him. I think he's a good player. But are the Browns could be my one. I'm leaning heavily towards them. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know what you think. And I think it's finally time for me to throw the football for the first time. I haven't thrown the ball this entire game. It might be... I could just take the field goal here. Or maybe I just scramble Joey Harrington. Can I get in here? I can! Joey Harrington's got the wheels! Oh, who needs to pass? Who needs to pass? When you got Joseph Harrington hitting a Heisman pose. Scrambling. And it's 23-0. So yeah, those are kind of my ideas for what the future of the channel is going to look like in terms of the new games coming out and the content that I will be doing. The normal stuff, obviously, like the rebuilds are coming back. I don't know if I'm going to do many college football rebuilds because college football rebuilds are a lot harder, in my opinion, than Madden rebuilds. Not like difficulty-wise. I mean, they are a little bit more tricky because you got to try to manage the sim different. Like, it's harder to figure out the sim in college football than it is in Madden, or at least it was this year in 25. But I'm talking about just like lengthwise, because it takes longer to win a championship in college football because you got to rebuild through recruiting. You can't trade, you can't get players. It's easier obviously in Madden because you can trade, you can sign players, you can get good in a season if you want to. So obviously it's a lot easier to rebuild in Madden. So I don't know if I might do maybe a couple. I did some fun ones this year, like I did the Dr. Disrespect UTEP Miners rebuild. That was kind of fun. I did the Gods NIL Clemson rebuild. I like that one. So I've done a couple college rebuilds. I think I did Kansas at the very beginning of the cycle. I don't think I succeeded in that one. But I've done a couple. I don't know how many I'll do. I think the college football content's only going to be like the Dynasty or the Road to Glory or stuff like that. So maybe sprinkled in every once in a while. But definitely rebuilds for Madden. Challenge rebuilds. Like, I can only draft certain players from a certain college, or you get the, you know the content. You know what I'm talking about. So, wheel spin videos, those kind of things. I am, even though it might not sound like it, I am kind of excited for, I always get excited for the new cycle of games. Even though I know that Madden is the same game every single year and it's going to suck. I hope it doesn't. I really do. I talked about that in my Madden 26 reveal trailer, how I really hope that this game doesn't suck. But I guarantee, or I don't guarantee, but I'm like 90% sure that it's going to be bad, just like Madden 25 was. And I'm only cynical like that because they made me that way. I used to love Madden games. I used to get home from school, and that's the only thing I wanted to do was play Madden games. Madden 09, Madden 10, those are some of the good memories that I have as a kid growing up, is playing those Madden games. And yet, over the past, I don't know, 6-7 years, they've really just made me cynical because they're not good games. They're not even good video games, let alone sports games. They're just not good video games. So it's kind of hard to get excited to play them when they're not good. So I hope, I really do, from the bottom of my heart, I hope that Madden 26 is a good game, because I want it to be a good game. I want to, in my off time, when I'm not recording a video, play the game for fun. But I don't do that anymore. So I hope that I I hope that Madden 26 is a good game. I really do. I know that College Football 26 is going to be a good game because this game was good and they're building off of this. So it's going to be a good game. We don't have to worry about that. But Madden, I don't know. Not looking too good. Not looking too good. But we will have to see, obviously. I hope I'm wrong. And with all that yapping, we have made it to the fourth quarter, 23-6. The Indiana Hoosiers did get a touchdown, so they will not get shut out, but they didn't get. They went for 2 and didn't get it. And I have still not passed the football, right? I think I've gone this entire game without passing the ball, which is really crazy. Usually at least one pass I have. I might have one here. I'm going to have to. Oh, God, okay. That one... We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. I can't believe that's my one pass. Oh, that's hilarious. That is my one pass. All right. Well, I guess if Indiana scores again, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's just going to make it look a lot closer than it really, we all know it was. If you didn't watch the game, you just look at the box score. You'll think, oh, man, Indiana, they really stayed with Ohio State. They made it a close game. They made it look competitive. But if you watch the game, you know that I wasn't even really paying attention in the final moments of the game. Oh, Clowney's bullying that right tackle. That's a pick. Easy user pick. Fred Smoot. I mean, that was the most easy interception you're ever going to get. He threw that basically to Fred Smoot. It was more to my guy than it was to your own receiver. And now we'll actually play some serious offense here and try to get this clock down. I am probably going to have to sub out Peyton Hillis real quick because he is really slow with that wear and tear. So let's sub him out in all the different positions so that he doesn't come back in. And I think that's everything. Okay. Because he is really slow, and we need to run this clock down. We got to have a fast running back that can do these things. So we'll give it to Ricky Williams. He'll cut it inside. Fall down at the 24. And I think I might actually legitimately pass this time and not throw off my back foot to nowhere. I got to get that away, though. It's going to be Steve Largent. He catches, not for a first down, though. Am I really going to get stopped again? Is this Indiana team better than I gave them credit for? I mean, they're going to stop me. Antoine Bussy? Your name is Antoine Bussy. That is great. How can I transfer you to my team? I know that Bussy good. Final play before the 2-minute warning comes. I've given Indiana all of these chances. They're not even going to snap it. I've given Indiana all of these chances. So many times I've given them good field position because I've gone for it on 4th down when I shouldn't have and not gotten it. We'll see if Indiana can actually do something with it. Is the quarterback going to run? Wow, you probably would have gotten 4 yards, 5 yards. Instead, you throw it away. It becomes a 3rd and 8. You're going to go for it on 4th down, I would assume, right? Because you're down 23-6. Why wouldn't you? Or they might just score here. Never mind. It's picked off. It's Jim Leonard. Interception in the end zone. Okay. Even when Indiana tries to do something, they just can't. They're just not on the same level as us, and they will continue to have a very bad season. They are in the trenches, as the kids say. Ricky Williams gets a nice handoff. And are they going to press? I mean, they're pressing Steve, but I don't know. Let's just run the ball again. Ricky Williams. Oh, look at Ricky go. Look at Ricky go. Who needs to throw when you got Ricky Williams? Oh, he's going to put the nail in the coffin. Who needs to throw the football? I think I threw the football twice, maybe 3 times this entire game. I don't even know if I completed a single pass. Oh, no, I did. I completed the one to Steve Largent that got 4th and 1. Who needs to pass when you got Ricky Williams? What a stud. What a freak. He's a freaky freak boy. And we are under a minute to go in this game. Oh, this is a nice little relaxing vacation. Getting us ready for the trauma that we're going to endure against the next 3 teams we have to play. Nebraska, Oregon, and Michigan. All top 25 teams. All meat grinders. Thankfully, 2 of the 3 games are at home. The only game I wish that Nebraska game was on the road and the Oregon game was at home, because going to Eugene is going to be a brutal mess. I do not want to have to play them on the road. We played them in the Golden Broncos Dynasty very recently. Probably that last episode in the Big Ten Championship we played Oregon. Oh my God, they're going deep. Did they not learn their lesson? Oh, I was hoping Seahorn would get that interception. All right, 26 seconds remain in the Indiana life here against the Buckeyes. What will they do? They're going to scramble their quarterback again. No, he's going to throw it down the field. What a throw. You know what? That was a crazy good throw. I thought he was going to throw it away again, but he found a guy streaking down the field, and he sent it. A crazy good throw. He's got time. Time runs out, and he throws it out of the back of the end zone. And there's 12 seconds remaining in Indiana's game. Possible 2 plays, I would think, unless this play goes long. To the end zone, touchdown, Hoosiers. They will answer back, but it's a little too late. It is a little too late. We've already got the job done. Even without the kick return touchdown at the beginning of the game, we still would be dominating this one. And Erasmus James will end the 2-point conversion. It's 30 to 12. We could have scored more, obviously, if I was trying a little bit harder. But I definitely took this game a little bit too easy. Because I assumed Indiana was going to be bad, and I was correct. They were awful. But we win the game 30 to 12. It's a big one, especially in a game or in a schedule where we're taking on these tough teams coming up in the next few episodes. So we needed this one, and we get it. Ricky Williams gets the player of the game, even though he only had 9 carries, but it's because he popped off a huge run, which totals him up to 127 yards. Is it going to be a pick? What is this? Oh, that's the touchdown at the end of the game. I like how Ed Reed just dove out like he was trying to get it. There's Big Rick taking it to the house, because of course he is. He's a stud. And there's the boys singing Carmen, Ohio. As we go on another win, are we going to move up? We're already number 4. Are we going to move up to 3? Or 2, maybe. Or we're going to move up to 1. Who knows? And will Nebraska, will they move up for our showdown next week? Let's find out. It's going to be a 4-star Travante Harris commitment. It's nice. Appreciate it. What's the matchup? Ben Burke-Irvin gets the player of the game, player of the week, both in the Big Ten and nationally. They do move up to number 5, so it's number 4 versus number 5 in the Big Ten next episode. Nebraska versus Ohio State. Harris gets upgraded, or he gets commitment. We lose out on you. We lose out on you and on you. That's okay. We still have a really good recruiting class. We are number 8 in the country with 6 5-stars, 4 4-stars. And that's going to do it for the episode, ladies and gentlemen. I know it was kind of a quick one, but that's kind of how I wanted it to go because it was against a 1-win team. I didn't really want to draw that out any longer than it needed to be. So, big victory. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.